Hi, and welcome to episode 35 of Two Crafty Stitches. Today is October the 16th, 2016. Wow, that I almost messed up on. Way too many 16s.
1616.
Yes. Anyways, I am Sandy, also known as Knits and Bits.
And I'm Kelly, also known as Pearly Girl 75.
So we had a bit of a break going on.
Oh yeah, for like a month or more.
Yeah. I think
okay.
it was about a month.
It was probably, 4 or 5 weeks.
Yeah.
Lots of stuff happening.
I found a puppy.
Sick animals on Sandy's part
Yeah.
also.
2
Sandy was
weeks of
sick.
6 animals. I got sick and I found a dog. And I'm trying to rehome the dog.
Yes.
And it's a sweet beagle, so if anybody wants a beagle puppy, let me know.
That's kind of in our area.
Yes. we could, like, dog ship things.
Oh,
I
okay.
think they have those.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Put the dog on a plane.
Exactly. She's adorable.
I have not seen the dog in person,
It's very feisty.
so I've only seen pictures.
Yes.
Because I do not need another dog at my house.
And I
and
never
I
knew
cannot
that you
see
liked
dogs.
beagles.
I like beagle puppies. This is going to sound really horrible of me, but I like beagle puppies, but I don't like them when they're adults. Like
I
I think
like
they're
that with some dogs.
they're
yeah.
adorable when they're puppies and everything. And actually, my aunt, when I was little, she had a beagle hound dog mix
Huh.
named Spot, who lived until he was 19. Yep. Because my parents had to take care of him a few times when they would go out of town and everything. Like they would go
I don't have any
to my
pictures
aunt's
of them
house.
there.
They wouldn't go, say, have the dog in their house. But my dad would have liked that, but my mother would not have liked that.
Yes, she would not have liked that.
But we stayed in her house. As you're looking for pictures, we'll just go
Yeah.
off on a little tangent here. We stayed in their house when we were waiting for our house to be built in Maryland. We were still living in Virginia, and we had sold our house in Virginia, so we had nowhere to live for like 6 weeks. So we lived in my aunt's house, and her, obviously took care of her dog while she was out of town a few of those weekends or whatever. And then her dog passed away while we were at her house dog sitting.
Oh my gosh, that is
Yes.
horrible.
At the ripe old age of 19.
Okay.
So, so it was his
Yeah.
time, but still.
yeah,
yeah.
that's still sad.
It is sad. As I'm laughing about it. But I mean, like, that's something that would only happen, like, while my mother's not an animal person. That's something that would happen while my mother is helping dogs sit, I guess. One time they lost Spot, too. Like, but I think this was before I was born. Because, like I said, the dog was around for a very long time. And they were taking care of him, and he got off the leash or something, and they had to run through a neighborhood and find him. Yeah.
So, this is Molly. I don't know how well that shows up,
Yeah.
but yeah. So, yeah.
We could also probably post a picture in the
We will.
show notes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So, I have had a handful of
So that's
animals.
That's your new object, right?
No, I actually have a new object.
Oh, okay. Because I was
What?
going to say, I have new objects too, but that's nothing new.
I only have one new object. 'Cause
Okay.
I think I was on Instagram and I saw it and I said, hey.
Instagram is evil.
It is.
Yes. I haven't even been on Instagram that much these past, month or so, but still, Instagram is evil.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I thought I told you I got this,
No.
but I was waiting, well, first I'll show you and then I'll tell you the story.
I like the ribbon. That
I know, it's
all
yeah.
sparkly.
So I got some yarn. It's sock yarn. It's
Mhm.
from Little Hearts Yarn.
Oh.
And it is really dark to see in here, but this
Yeah.
is a bunch of different purples and then contrasting toe and heel.
Cute. On
It
Halloween.
And
And
Spooky Town.
and also, isn't that your Clemson colors too?
It
Orange and purple?
is. It is. So I really like it. I saw it and I'm like, oh, I have to have it.
Yes,
I'm like,
it's
oh,
very nice.
I'm gonna wait. And then I finally ended up getting it. And we had a hurricane watch here
Mm-hmm.
2 weeks ago now, I think it is.
I don't know. It
Yeah.
was over, no, was it last week?
Was it last week?
Because it was over,
The holiday.
Columbus Day weekend, because I had a 4-day weekend instead of a 3-day weekend.
Oh, it
Because
got
for the first
shipped
time ever-
October 5th.
We had off Columbus Day observed.
Yeah. So, well, it was supposed to come in that Friday, and
Mhm.
our office was going to be not closed, but nobody was going to be in there.
Yeah, because schools were closed that Friday.
Yeah, so, well, people were just like, oh, I'm just going to work from home. So I'm like, I'm going to work from home. And then on Thursday, I'm like, oh, no, I have a package coming. So I went and I told all the admin And then the package arrived on Thursday. I'm like, what? This makes it so much better.
Yes.
Yes. So, Little Hearts Yarn is on Etsy, and they are actually out of South Carolina.
Oh.
So, and I love the little cat too.
Yes.
So, okay.
Cute.
So that's my new object.
Yes. Well, I have a few new objects.
Of course.
I know. So
I'm not surprised.
I had ordered from Turtle Maid, and it's not a spindle. What? She does other things too that are 3D printed aside
I
from
wouldn't know
spindles.
that.
She made an Andean plying
Oh,
tool,
yeah, I did see those.
which I thought was really cool because I've always wanted to have one of these, and I've always looked at the wooden ones on Etsy, and they're like $40. And this was $15, and I got to pick my color, so of course I picked pink. So anyway, that's from Turtle Maid Spindles, and it has this part is wood, but the rest of it is just 3D printed.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was pretty cool. And then then I was on Facebook, because Facebook is equally as evil as Instagram, because I'm in some spinning groups on Facebook, and some of them, they advertise things, and there's a woman who she does like a monthly spin along, and she dyes up fiber for it, and I'm not going to spin it for the spin along, but anyway, because let's get real. But anyway, the color that she did, I fell in love with. I think I sent you a picture of it. I don't remember if I did or not, but anyway, she's calling it Spellbound.
Oh, yeah, I saw
Yeah.
that also somewhere else, too.
Yeah, and it's Polworth, so I love Polworth too. Anyway, and knowing me, I had to get 2 of them to have the full 8-ounce experience with it. But anyway, so I got that in, and love it. It's very pretty. And then, finally,
But wait,
so there is more. And it's spinning related. It's all spinning today, or at least like this part of my presentation is spinning. My presentation
Okay.
is spinning related. So anyway, I like Nest Fiber Studios yarn, or not yarn, but fiber. And I have caught their updates. I think I've caught her updates maybe once or twice in my life. And I bought a few D-stashes off of Ravelry, at least one I can think of that was one of her big bats of Nestlets, which is like a pound or something, and it's got all the little different colors. And I think I also, actually I think I've only picked up stuff from her from D-stashes. But I was on her Fiber Club waiting list, and I got off of her Fiber Club waiting list. She sent me an email. She's like, we have a spot for you. And it's one of those fiber clubs that it's like you pay by the month once you get in. So you can do it for like a month or 2 or 3 months or whatever, and then like stop. So I figured I would try it out for a couple months. So of course last month the September colorway, absolutely gorgeous. Loved it, and didn't get in time for that. But anyway, I got in for the October color, which is, and it's different. She does different fibers too. So the October fiber is Finn, which I don't think I've spun in it. I've never spun
I don't
Finn.
think you have.
And this is Elixir. And so, and she has an option where you could do the 4-ounce or the 8-ounce. I just did the 4 ounces because it's a club, and well, no, because normally on clubs I do the 4 ounces.
I know, but still. I was like, I wish it was 8.
Well, she also has the cool thing about her club is that she puts up like halfway through the month, or after you get it like a week or so later, she puts up in her shop for club members. You can buy extra if you want to, if you really like a color. Like if I were in it in September, I would have bought extra of the September colorway. This one I like, but I'm not going to buy extra of it. But she also dyes up like 6 coordinating solids.
Really?
Yeah, and she puts those up for club members only too. So that way you can, if you want to spin up, if you're doing socks, you can spin up for toes and heels or whatever, or you can spin it and then ply it with the the variegated color or whatever. And she makes that available to club members as well. Like, and you just pick which color you want, or if you want to pick 2 or whatever you want to pick to go with yours. So I thought that was really cool about her club, because I haven't seen that in other fiber clubs. But anyway, if anyone has any of the September colorway they want to get rid of, I would be happily buy it from you, because it was gorgeous.
So,
and that's it for my new stuff.
I don't want to be a downer or anything, but where are you going to put this fiber?
Oh, good Lord, I don't even know. Yeah. Like I said, I'm probably only going to do it for a few months. Just, yeah.
Gotta start spinning more.
Well, I have been spinning more than I had in the past.
Yes,
So,
yes, you have.
There you go.
But you have to start spinning faster.
Well, you know what? Remember that method I was telling you about with the that I saw on a YouTube tutorial?
Yes.
I was thinking about it today, because I was thinking about maybe doing some on my moon rover, and it's like you take your color and you spin, if you have like a color that goes like pink to blue or something, and you go like pink to blue for half the fiber and the other half you spin on a different bobbin and you go blue to pink, and then you apply it together and it gives it, makes the colors pop more and everything, and it's supposed to be like a fractal type of spinning. So I was trying to think of which of my moon rover colors I wanted to spin with that on my wheel. Mm-hmm. And then I remembered that I also have one of those, and I remembered this because this weekend is Rhinebeck, the New York Sheep and Wool Festival. So my Instagram, the few times I've looked at it, have all been like gorgeous fall pictures of fall foliage that we don't have here, which makes me extremely jealous and angry.
You guys really need to stop that.
I know. And like apple cider donuts and like people wearing lots of knitwear, and
it's like 90
oh my
degrees
goodness,
or something.
yes.
It's hot.
Yeah.
I'm wearing like
it's
shorts.
humid. We're both in shorts today and t-shirts, and
t-shirt was a little bit too much to put on for the drive over here.
So seeing all this gorgeous stuff or whatever, and then I saw in the background of someone's picture one of those Frabjous Fibers 3 feet of fiber, and I remembered I have one of those in my stash, and that would be the perfect type of project to do. It's in one of
you
the
actually
bins.
put it in one of the things?
It's in one of the bins. All of my fiber is in the bins.
I thought it was in like a big long...
It is, but it's kind of folded or, wrapped around itself or whatever. So anyway, I thought that would be the perfect type of project, because then you could do like the pink, and then you do the whatever, because I think mine actually does go like pink to blue or pink to green or something like that.
Yeah.
So I think that that's what I'm going to do on my wheel. Now, I had great plans last weekend when we had the 4-day weekend to spin on my wheel and didn't. So we'll see. But I thought maybe in the evenings I could do that a little bit.
Whoa.
Here is Miss Lucy.
Hi.
Lucy went to the groomers last weekend, and so today she is sporting her Halloween bandana that they put on her. They also put little hair bows on her ears, but I took those off, so. Anyway. So, you can't even see her. And their microphone's up there. Wow, I didn't even notice that until she was there. I was like, what is that? That's our microphone. Anyway, you can't really see it, but there it is. And on our blog, I'll post the picture. It's in my Instagram too. A good picture of her, like with her Halloween accessories, sitting nicely. But anyway,
all of them.
Yeah. So I think that that's going to be my next, like, not my next spinning project, because I do have a spinning project I'm working on now, but my next like big wheel spinning project, because I need to. I've been spending time like 15 to longer than that, because I do before work, lunchtime, and whatever. So at least I would say at least half an hour to 45 minutes a day I've been spinning on a spindle. Now, if I could do like 15 to 20 minutes on the wheel in the evenings, then I could get through my stash a little faster.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll see. Anyway, so that's it for new stuff, because I've just gone and rambled on for a while. So we have works in progress next, or no, finished stuff. We talked about this before we started recording too, but we're like, so, and this is the past several episodes, we're like, wait, what's happening? What are we doing here? We haven't recorded in so long, I don't even know.
Wait, I do have
oh, okay.
some more Croy.
And you have it upside down too.
I do. Didn't
That's
you make
pretty.
something out of this color?
No.
It's Route 66.
No, I did not.
So it has some like browns and that in it.
I did one that has
Some
like browns, but it's
greens.
like a butterfly something.
Well,
I think. I don't remember.
so I got
Socks for my
that,
mom.
and I have some finished objects. I have some other patterns, Croy, and the stripes. I want to say, Singing the Blues or something like that. That's what it's called. And they do not match up. Because it is Christmas knitting time, and I
Yes.
doubt that any of the people that's getting this is watching, so let's hope not.
And they're not as picky as you about things matching up.
I don't know. Probably not, because they like to wear socks that are completely different.
Well, there you go.
Different colors, different lengths. It would drive me crazy. But so my sister said, hey, it would be great if the family has some socks. And I'm like, oh, okay. This was like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So I knit these. I was in the process of knitting some slippers for my dad's wife, and I'm going to make him some slippers. I'm not going to felt them, though,
Yeah.
because they're not super huge. This is also out of patents.
Well, and I was going to say they're
classic wool.
100% wool, so as they're worn, the bottom of them will felt up anyway, which
Yeah.
will make them, sturdier, I guess.
Yes, and they're over in Kansas, so it's going to be nice there.
Mm-hmm.
And if all of you guys remember I think I showed this sock before.
Yes.
Yeah.
You've talked about it a few times.
I did. So I finished one sock, and I'm pretty close to finishing the other sock. And
The leg of this
Yes.
thing is going to be longer than the sock blocker.
it is. It is so long. But now you can actually see, this is the Manoa sock I've been working on. I mean, it's gorgeous.
It
has
is.
a nice, like, cable pattern in the back.
Mm-hmm.
And I am working on just the foot portion of it
Mm-hmm.
here. So I'm
We'll be done with
so
that soon.
close.
Yeah.
But
For
it's
our next episode.
Yeah, but it's so long, and I have really big calves. These just barely fit me. I'm like, I'm probably never going to wear them, so I had one of my coworkers try it on because my niece has smaller feet than me,
Yeah.
and they actually fit my coworker
Well,
who has
that's
the
because-
same foot.
And Sandy and I talked about this before, and because
I have short feet.
well, no. I was saying
but
about,
they're wide.
but not just that, but the sock itself, when it's not stretched out on that,
Yeah.
looks like it has got the smallest foot of a sock ever. Like
So
it looks like a
small.
child-sized sock. Because when you pulled it out at knitting like a couple weeks ago, I was like,
It's so small.
it's so tiny.
And like I wear a size like 8 shoe, but that's because of the width. I can get away with like a 7 or 7.5. So this is like an 8.5 men's.
Mm-hmm. And I think
I don't know.
I don't think it's even that it looks small. I think it's because this part of it is
It's
so
so
long
long.
that it just makes it look tiny.
I don't know
Because we're not used to seeing.
It's still kind of
Because
looks
we're
tiny.
because we're in Florida, we're not used to seeing long socks. I actually, what's really funny, and I'll go into my finished things. Are you done with your finished things? Because I don't know. Sometimes you're such an overachiever. You come in with like, oh, I've got like 12 finished objects today. But
I
no.
forgot I had this book too,
But
which I haven't looked at.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
We but anyway, no, one of my Facebook friends who lives in Alabama, and now I'll have to make sure that she watches our podcast.
So
Although
you're
I think
talking
she's
about her?
getting out of knitting though. That's the thing.
What?
She posted yesterday. She's like, the part of the country I live in. She's like, is not conducive to wearing knit items, and so I'm thinking of like selling off all of my yarn. I commented, I live in Florida and I knit stuff I can't wear all the time. Because that's just how it is.
Yes.
But I do have finished stuff while you're flipping through there.
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. So I have a finished pair of socks, and these are
Yay.
the socks, and I have one on the, that's what they look like. These are for one of my aunts, to go with the other pair of socks that's for the other aunt. So I'll get those off in the mail soon, unless I want to wait for Christmas. I don't know, I haven't decided. But those
That
are
would
out.
be a nice Christmas gift.
I know, but we don't usually do Christmas gifts, so I don't
It's
know.
like hey.
I could start
I've been
the new
thinking about
tradition.
you.
Yes. Well, they were going to be like thinking about you type things, but whatever. Maybe they'll be for Christmas.
So
I don't know.
if you're gonna start it, then you're gonna have to do it every year.
No, that's the thing. Or they could be a little, I'm thinking about you type of whatever. But anyway,
Yes.
they are out of Knit Picks Felici in a discontinued colorway of Marsh, and this is some of my leftovers if you want to have some of it
I
for
do.
your.
Oh, do I get it all?
Yeah, because I have a whole other one of those.
Oh.
For my crocheted square,
Yes.
granny square blanket thing. Anyway. Anyway, and I have another.
over sock yarn,
Yes.
crocheted.
Well, I'm
granny
trying
square
to
blanket.
I'm trying to not remind myself that I have another sock yarn blanket and works. Anyway, so I do have another finished object, and that is my Into the World Scissors Lizard Spock
Yay!
hand spun, and that's like a piece
That
of waste
looks
yarn.
so even.
I know. Well, it's spun all on the spindle, and it's like a light finger or a fingering weight is what it came out to. 448 yards, and it is a chain ply. Because I wanted to keep the colors together so that it will stripe. Because the way that it was dyed, I was like, this is going to be awesome striping yarn. So now I have to figure out what I'm going to do with it. And I was working on this at work a lot, like especially in the mornings and also during lunch. But the mornings the kids come in to the classroom to pick up some of their equipment and stuff. And like their hearing equipment, in case you're like, their equipment. But anyway, one of the girls, first of all, would say to me every morning that this reminds her of a unicorn. She was like, that reminds me of a unicorn's hair. And then every day she would ask me, like, how much more do you have? Because I would be working on it every morning. How much more do you have? So I need to take it in. I have got to remember to take it in tomorrow to show it to her finished. But the thing is, when I told her it was done, her next question was, what are you going to make with it? And I have no idea. But anyway, she actually
Like-
would ask me that while I was spinning it too, and I was like, I don't know.
I'm gonna
So-
make yarn,
Well, that's
and
pretty
then
much
it's going
yeah.
to tell me what it wants in a few years.
Yeah, probably. But anyway, I thought it came out very nicely.
It did.
And
Now,
it
how
is
many
done.
ounces was that out of?
It was out of 4 ounces.
What?
I know.
That is awesome.
And it's chain ply, so yeah. So that's like probably the most yardage I've ever gotten, which is why I guess I should keep doing my spindle spinning in the morning.
yes,
So, and at lunchtime.
I think that is correct.
So anyway, that's it for me for finished stuff. And then did you see, like, I put it back in its little bag that the fiber
I
came in?
did.
Because I was like, well, since I have to take it into work, I thought this would be a nice way to transport it without it getting all, like, tangled in my work bag.
It would be.
So, anyway, that's it for my finished stuff. You talked about your sock that you're working on.
Oh yeah. Shoot, I did.
You did. Is that all you brought, or do you have more?
No, I
Okay.
have another one.
Okay.
I do.
No, I have
What?
another one. Well, I have some more. Some more. I have some works in progress too,
It's
but I'm
my
going to let
other
you go.
Christmas knitting.
Oh, okay.
So, this is out of the Serenity sock weight yarn from the Debbie Norville.
I
And
think
it's-
I've made socks out of that one.
I think you have too, and it's
For
in
my
the
mom.
violas.
Or maybe it was a color similar to that.
Yeah,
It might not
so
have
it's
been
all
that one.
purples and that.
Yeah.
And because apparently, my one niece and nephew like the short heels, so I'm making her a pair of monkeys,
Uh-huh.
which I should probably just put it back on here. The smallest amount of sock ever. If I can actually get it on here. Holy moly. Come on.
What is happening?
I don't know. I'm having issues with the heel.
Oh.
It's like turned sideways because I'm doing 2 at once.
Oh.
This is just intriguing, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. There we go. There we go. So I have the heel turned,
Mhm.
and she has a foot just smaller than me, so it's great. And so I'm doing the no purl monkeys.
Oh, just like the socks I just finished.
Exactly, because I'm like, hey, that pattern goes fast.
It does, unless you're like me who took my time with it and was like, because I was on that spinning kick
I know.
and didn't want to knit.
And I'm like on holy socks. Okay.
You're
that's
having
it,
like
besides
your
this
own.
one.
Yeah, well, you know it's October, so you could be like in Socktober, when they do Socktober. But anyway,
I could.
yeah. Well, I have a knitting work in progress that hasn't gotten a whole lot of work done on it. Well, I mean, this is all I've gotten done this week on it, so I mean, really, it has, but it hasn't. It doesn't look like a lot. It's real exciting. Let me just tell you. So this is for.
Like, I have no idea what this is.
You should know what it is.
Oh,
So it's
yeah.
for my hooded superhero scarf Daredevil. Yes. By Allison Blakely. It's a free pattern on Ravelry. And yeah, so I'm like on the you just got a message or something.
I
So
got an Instagram thing
Oh.
saying, hey, somebody post a picture.
oh, well it was not me.
No, it wasn't.
So anyway, yeah, it's going to be real exciting to see this. It's got some Intarsia on it though on the hood, which we'll see when we get to that. I don't have to worry about that for a while because here's the thing. This is what I did. I've already modified the pattern. So the pattern calls for, and it's a free pattern, so I can say this. It calls for like 150 rows or whatever of stockinette for the first side. You do like the first side of the scarf, and then you do the hood, and then you do the second side of the scarf. Well, I also found another pattern that was the one with the little cat ears or whatever, which had
Yes.
the scarf was very similar, except that it was all done in pieces, and you had to sew it all together. And one of the pieces was to put pockets like on the back so you could put it in the side or whatever. So I thought, well, I want to do that on this scarf too, but I'm not going to make separate pieces. So I just went ahead and knit like however many rows here, made a turning row so it has a nice finished edge. So that way all I have to do is like, when I get it eventually even, or like when I get done with it, seam up the one side, seam up the top, and seam up part of the side so I can stick my hands in that way. And then the other side obviously is going to have like this will be about the location of the Daredevil logo that's on the other side.
Oh,
of
on
it.
this side.
Yes.
Okay, okay.
But anyway, so the hood, and I can show this because it's a free pattern on Ravelry. But anyway, there's a little chart, and so it does that on the top, and it's just going to be awesome. I'm excited about it. So that's what I've been working on, but like I said, it's all one color at this point, and it's just stockinette stitch, so it's been kind of like when I've been trying to watch since TV is back. Not TV is back, but it's the new season. there's like new shows on my DVR that I need to watch. So it's been like DVR watching, trying to catch up on shows type of knitting. Yeah. Anyway, so I've been doing some spinning at work. And this is an old spinning project that I brought back. Speaking of things coming back. Anyway.
That is an old project.
I know. Because I put it aside to work on the Scissors Lizard Spock stuff. Because I originally started doing it as a ply on the fly on my 45 spindle from Snyder Spindles. And it's some knitting and color fiber that Sandy gave me in the something or another that I don't have with me colorway. And so anyway, so I got this much done at work because I just started spinning it on my little trusty mini Turkish spindle, and then I'll just throw it on there and finish the plying on that. And so I've gotten this much done since I finished the other spinning project, because I was like, I need to spin up something else, and I was like, no, you need to finish this project first. So
that way you can have
so I'm
the container back.
So I'm halfway done, but see that spindle's hard to transport to and from work, which is why I'm spinning it on my little mini spindle. So what's already plied, and then the other little ball I showed you, the other turtle I showed you, that's half of it. So I'm on the second half.
Oh, okay.
And so I've started, like, this is what I've been doing the past like week or so, or like the past week at work. So eventually that'll be done. So that's my other work in progress.
I am just all about the socks right now.
Yes.
I need to get them done so I can mail them in a timely fashion. Okay. That is my goal this year. Because as Kelly knows, I am the worst at mailing things, especially if they're presents, and if the presents have a deadline, like Christmas, or birthdays. Yeah.
Yep.
I just revolt.
You revolt.
So I bought going back to new things I got.
Yes.
Sorry.
That's
I'm just throwing the cards around. So I bought this Interweave Knits a few weeks ago when I was buying the sock yarn for the presents, because in my email I saw this shawl. Here we go.
Maybe you should use one of those cards to hold your
should
spot in there.
I saw this shawl, and I thought it was just gorgeous. And
I
can't
see it at all. So okay, that is very pretty. Yes.
I
and
know.
it's gray.
It is gray. But I like the design, and it came in my email as like a, hey, why don't you do this with the
it's an Anne Hansen. Okay.
Yes.
She
and
makes
so
very pretty stuff.
I fell in love, and I'm like, I'm not going to buy the kit. And then I saw this with the shawl. I'm like, what? That's going in my cart, too. So.
Well, then you get extra patterns in there, too.
I
just
know.
in case there's something else you want to make.
So that shows, like, the back end of it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Let's see if I can show you guys the back end.
Without showing too much of the pattern.
Yes, which is the entire chart down here. Yeah, so I haven't really looked through this at all. I actually forgot I had it until just now.
Oh, those are cute.
I was about to say, I like those socks. I didn't see them before.
These are very cute.
Those are some socks. I like the little color work. That red just pops.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll go through this later.
Yes.
So.
That sweater was pretty too. Okay, sorry.
So I guess other new things that we are doing next week. We are doing the Pink Bra 5K for making
I have my
strides.
shirt ready for it too.
I know.
You were all like, we are doing
it.
Yes, we are. We did it last year.
Yeah, making strides for Hillsborough County. It is to bring awareness for breast cancer and also raise money.
Yep.
Which you don't know, but so far our team has $285.
Oh, yay!
Seeing our goal is 200.
So, how many people are on the team? And
so
how many of us are going to be there walking?
So the actual walkers, it will be you and me.
You don't have to say names. You can just give me a number.
I know. I'm trying to figure it out. My boss, her mother,
okay,
my coworker, her husband, their 2 kids. I think my new coworker is going to be coming too, so that's probably about 9.
And the Klaus.
Yes, and my Klaus. And my boss's other dog,
yes.
Wyatt.
Is that the
So-
one that walked with us last year too? Okay.
Yes. Who she had to pick up for
Yes.
some of the loud areas because we have to go through this an overpass, which is kind of like a long tunnel looking thing because
Yeah.
it's really wide, and they have like a band there, and people as soon as they go through start screaming and everything, and my dog's just like, oh, okay. What? Wow, that was a big drum. And her dog was like, what's going on?
Yeah.
There's people everywhere, loud.
Yeah,
So-
my dog doesn't go to this. So.
Yes. I almost was going to bring the current foster dog, but hopefully she'll be having a new house. So,
Yes. Yeah.
So, yep.
So we have that going on. Halloween's in like 2 weeks.
I know, and I don't know what I want to be.
I already
Jason's
have
party.
a costume kind of ready,
What's
just
your
in case
costume?
the gym I go to has a Halloween thing, just in case I'm prepared. Although I will be at the gym on Halloween, so I might just wear my costume anyway.
What
Whatever.
costume?
So it's a Daredevil costume based on the current, it's like a really simple thing, based on the current comic book where he wears like the black with the red accent. So I got like a black Daredevil shirt that has like the red DD on it. I know. And and I have black leggings that are, you know, like capris that I
Yeah.
wear. And I got some red knee socks because he wears like red socks, and he wears like red hand wraps, like for the boxing type thing, which I have red hand wraps. And I got a little red mask and some little red horns to wear. And I figured that it's, you know, like I said, very simple, just whatever. Going with my superhero in a couple years in a row theme, I guess, of Halloween costumes.
Couple of years. Last year was Batman.
No, just 2.
Okay.
It's the second year.
Like, there hasn't been a
Last year
couple
was
years.
Batgirl.
Oh,
Thank you
Batgirl,
very
sorry.
much. But anyway, so
You need to ask that to any of the people at the gym. Everyone thought it was Batman. Just saying.
even with a skirt. So anyway, but I guess I'm going as like female Daredevil too. So we'll see. But I realized that I was like, I don't know if the gym I go to now is going to have a costume thing, but I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna be there Monday on Halloween, probably assuming that they're open because they might be having to take their kid out. So whatever, we'll see. Just wear it. I know that the gym I go to for training on Saturday is having a Halloween costume party on Saturday night
What?
before Halloween.
I'll be at a different
I will
party.
probably not be at this party, but anyway.
Yeah. I will be at my coworker's party, which I need to figure out what I'm going to be.
Yes.
There was talk about maybe being the Powerpuff Girl. Powerpuff Girl? Not Powder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just one?
Yes, just one. And I'm like,
Which one?
so, okay, you know me. Which one do you think I would be?
The green one.
See, Josh is like, you would be the blue one because you're all
No.
bubbly in that.
No. I think
So-
you would be the green one.
See,
I
I'm
would be
mixed-
the blue one.
But again,
The blue one was my favorite of the Powerpuff Girls
I guess
when I
between
used
you
to
and
watch
me.
it.
But like, we watched the first episode because I've really only watched like 2 or 3 episodes.
Was it the new ones or like the old classics?
No, it was the first episode ever. We watched
Oh,
it
okay.
last night, and it was funny because there was like a dog thing, and everybody was being turned into dogs, and so the blue one's like, "Look at a puppy!" I'm like, "Yeah, that's what I would do."
You would in that situation, but I think in
Yes.
other situations you would actually probably be a cross between the green one and the pink one. Blossom and Buttercup, because that's my life. I know the names of the Powerpuff Girls. And the blue one is Bubbles.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Josh, you can be the professor, and then it came about that he's like, "What if I get one of those horse masks and I just wear that to the party because it's a masquerade party too."
Uh-huh.
So, yeah. And so there's a chance that he might wear the horse mask, and I'm like, only if you wear a suit with it. Because how awesome would that be? He does not like suits at all. So, and he's like, then I'd have to have something so I can drink without taking off my mask, and then nobody will know who I am, and I won't say anything to anyone.
A straw.
Well,
Like a really, really long straw.
yeah, I'd have to.
Well, yeah, a really long straw.
Well, we're thinking like the Camelback,
Okay.
but then I can't have any interaction with them. So that way people, like, I would have to
Well,
drop
is
him
that a
off
bad thing?
down the road
So he
and
just
have him
shows up.
walk and see if anybody says
Oh
anything.
my goodness. Anyway.
So,
Yeah. So, for my stuff, I bought my stuff on Amazon really cheap because I thought just in case I need it, I probably won't even need it or wear it, so you
Yeah.
never know. And I can save it for another time.
yay. So I don't know
answer
what
the
I'm
door
going to
when
be.
like two children come by with candy and wear my costume. They'll be
A
like, "What are
lot
we now?"
of kids came last year,
See,
but
we didn't. Last year we didn't have that many.
it was the weekend, wasn't it?
It was like a Sunday. Was it a Saturday or Sunday night last year?
I don't-
I don't know, because the whole leap year thing just totally threw me off as to
Yeah.
what dates are. But
Today's the 16th.
yes, I know that. But I mean, like, because Halloween is on a Monday this year, so that's
Yeah.
why I was like, we probably won't get that many.
Yeah, so I don't know what my neighborhood is.
I saw that in downtown Tampa, the Riverwalk. They're doing on Saturday night. They are doing a trick or treat along the Riverwalk event for several hours in the evening with like 20 different people, not people, but little
like
pop-ups.
companies and stuff.
Yeah, handing out candy and stuff to kids. So I thought that was kind of a cool idea.
If it was early, then we can go and do it. We'll dress up and pretend we're kids.
It's from like 5 to 8 or 6 to 8 or something. Yeah, it's not like
Yeah.
that. It's like in the evening. So,
That's too late.
yep,
I will be dressed up as something. Which I don't know what yet.
yep.
Yeah.
Trying to think. I don't think I have anything for you to dress up in this year.
I mean, I can
Because Sandy
always
borrowed
just,
my costume last year. So.
I did. I can always just get a dress and just be a masquerade person.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know.
We'll see.
Yeah. So anyway, well, and like I was saying earlier, all of TV is back on. Like not all of TV, but a lot of the shows are back on for their fall season premieres. So I've been getting caught up on that.
Yeah, I'm getting caught up
Um,
on last season stuff.
Yeah. So there's a new show out called Timeless, which they've had 2 episodes. I've only watched the first one so far. That it's pretty good. It's like scientists time traveling and stuff. But well, one of them's like there's a historian and there's some scientists and they time travel. So I thought that was pretty cool. And I got caught up finally on The Big Bang Theory because I had like 5 or 6 episodes from last season to watch. Got caught up on those and then got caught up on this season so far. And one of the most recent episodes, they had a geologist there.
They've had a few geologists.
Yes.
They always make fun of them.
They went to a party at the geologist's house.
Did they
His
have,
name was Bert.
I know a geologist named Bert. Actually. But he's not in California.
Yeah.
He's in the Northeast.
So.
Yep. I caught up on last season's American Horror Story, which you don't watch.
Right, and also The Walking Dead. Didn't you get caught up on that recently?
Yes.
Which I don't watch also.
Yes, I did.
Although my coworkers, there was a new trailer out for this season or something, and they were watching it during lunch discussing it.
Oh my gosh. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like on pins and needles during the whole Walking Dead thing. I think I caught up on everything like within a week on that one because I was just binge watching it.
Mm-hmm.
I did watch the first episode of this season's American Horror Stories, but I'm a few episodes behind
Already.
already. Because I had to finish the last one because
Yeah.
it came out on Netflix. So
Yeah.
I'm like, I'd never finished the end.
Yeah. Well, season 2 of Scream Queens is back, so I'm caught up on that. I'm pretty much caught up on the majority of the stuff. Well, except for like Timeless, that episode 2.
Yeah.
But How to Get Away with Murder is back. Oh, I'm watching on my Netflix. I'm watching 30 Rock because I had never finished 30 Rock. I'd watched the first 2 seasons and never finished, so I had to rewatch the first 2 seasons. Now I'm almost done with the 3rd season.
I had
of
a
30
hard
Rock.
time getting into that.
I did too, but
Yeah.
you know. But I'm watching it now because I'm all excited because in January I'm going to New York. So, and I've been to 30 Rock and taken the little tour with the page several years ago. Last time I went up to New York. But yeah, I'm going to chaperone the Drama Kids trip to New York
Yay!
again, and it's going to be in January over Martin Luther King weekend, and I'm going to freeze, and it's going to be amazing because I'm going to take knitwear to wear, and I've been, I was telling Sandy before we started recording, I ordered a pair of winter boots and everything because it's not like I'm going to find them in the store here, and I mean, I might.
All of your socks.
Yeah.
All of them.
And
Wear 80 pairs in 4
yeah,
days.
I know. Well, it's 5. We're there 5 nights. 6. Well, yeah, 5 nights and like 6 days, I guess. But anyway, so we're going to see 4 Broadway shows. We're going to see On Your Feet, which is the Gloria Estefan story. Well, Gloria and Emilio, because it's her husband too. And then we're going to see School of Rock, the musical based on the movie, which I've never seen.
You've never seen School of Rock?
No, but there's a musical based on it. And and we're going to see Now you're gonna make me forget. What is the third one?
Well, you need to go and watch
Dear
School of
Evan,
Rock.
Dear Evan Hansen, which is brand new on Broadway, and has one of the guys that was in the movie Pitch Perfect in it, and Waitress, which I'm most excited about, which is also based on a movie, which I have seen the movie, but I didn't see the movie until I heard about the musical. So, anyway.
Well, you need to go see School of Rock.
Well,
so
okay,
that way you
fine.
know what you're getting
Yes,
into.
I will. I mean, I
Yes.
saw their performance on the Tony Awards. I saw the School of Rock performance on the Tony Awards.
It's probably not the same as a movie.
I don't know. It's about like some kids in a rock band with a teacher guy. I don't know. It's based on the movie. It's like probably like the movie, but with more songs.
That is the worst description I've ever heard.
It's a school of rock.
Yeah. Yeah, about that.
And on the stage, like in the show, all the kids play the instruments.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Because they don't have anything like that at schools now.
Well,
like
no,
a
but
bands or anything.
well, the arts programs and stuff in schools are getting cut, right and left. Like we don't even have a choir where I work. I know. And I was a choir person. Yeah.
I
In
wasn't.
addition to a drama person. The choir was really big at my school. But anyway, so yeah, so that's coming up in January. So I'm all excited about that.
Yes, that'll
I'm
be
thinking
lots
about
of
what
fun.
I want to go do because this trip, I know several of the parent chaperones that are going, and one of them works at my school, and I told her the other day, I was like, guess what? There was an open spot, and I'm going to go on the trip to New York with you guys. And she says to me, you know what? She says, New York is the city that never sleeps. She goes, we don't sleep either. And I was like, oh. Because last time I went, I had my own room. This time I'm going to have a roommate. And I had my own room and whatever, but I also had, like, a student that had to be with an adult all the time. And this time, like, the students are in groups of, like, 4 or 5. And then the adults can just pretty much do whatever. So, so it should be interesting. I want to go to Mood, the fabric store they show on Project Runway. I do want to go do that. That's one of my things that I want to get done on this trip.
Yeah, so you won't be sleeping.
Probably not.
I'm going to get texts from you at like 4 a.m.
So, yeah, but I want to see because we are going to have some free time, and I want to go to Mood, and I want to see if maybe there's like a yarn store anywhere near where we're staying, because I don't know exactly where we're staying, but I'd like to go, like maybe Pearl Soho or something, if that's like anywhere where I can get to.
I think
You'll be getting texts from me from New York going, I'm lost, I can't find my way, I don't know where my hotel is. And you'll be
Ask
like,
Siri.
I can't help you. I'm not there. So, yeah.
No, because I could help you, because I've done that with my sister. I'm like, okay, what's a landmark around you? Okay, that's it. Okay, hold on. I get online. Okay, so at the next light, you're going to see X, Y, and Z. You need to turn left and then make a quick right.
Except that I'll be walking everywhere.
So
well, except for-
you could still see a light.
I think that we're going to get the bus thing, too, that we had last time, which is like the double-decker bus.
Yeah.
And so you can take like the different tours, like through the upper loop and the lower loop and all that stuff, but then also we can use that as part of our transportation, because you can like hop on and hop off the bus. But since it's like winter, because last time I went it was in the spring, and last year the group went to New York last year, and it snowed while they were there, and the open deck of the bus actually has like a cover over it, so that's good, because that'd be kind of cold riding around up there in the snow.
You're there to see the snow
I know.
and the cold, so
I know, I am.
So you should make sure that the cover is off where you're sitting. Just saying.
And yeah, and I also want to get to Central Park. These are all the things I didn't get to do last time I was there, so I'd like to get at least a couple of them done, because I don't know when I'm going to get up there again.
Yeah.
Because this was kind of like, I wasn't planning. I'm like, oh, one of these years I'd like to go back, and then it was just like, I was chaperoning a district trip for a competition, and the adults were talking about it, and I was like, oh, well, what shows are you going to go see? And I'm thinking they're going to tell me stuff I don't want to see, and they're like, oh, this, and Waitress, and I was like, well, when was the sign up, and why did no one tell me about this?
Yeah.
So, because normally I do get asked, but every year I say no. So it's probably why I didn't get asked this year. And this year they were on schedule, or like, because they do like New York, and then one year they'll do like London, and then one year they'll do a cruise, and this year was probably going to be a cruise year from what I heard last year, but apparently they aren't going on a cruise, they're going to New York, and I was like, sign me up. So, yep, they had a chaperone drop out, like 2 days before I asked.
Yay!
So they were like, yes, do you want to go? Yes! Yes, I do. So, anyway, so I think that's about it for us.
Yeah, that's all that I have for now.
Yes. So, if we're on our schedule, then we would be in 2 weeks, which would be the day before Halloween next time.
Yes.
Yes.
So that would be my Halloween costume.
Decision.
No.
Would
party.
you wear your Halloween costume?
No, that would be the party.
We could,
Weekend.
right, but it would be on Sunday afternoon, not during the party.
I know, I might still be recovering.
Yes, but we could do the show in our costumes.
We'll see.
I say we do costume show.
We'll see. We'll see what costume I get and
Still.
how it looks the next day.
I mean, mine's gonna be like a black shirt with a red D on it and some little horns. I mean,
I don't know what mine's going to be.
it's gonna be a Daredevil shirt because I don't ever wear them.
So in other words, you're just putting on horns and a mask.
Yes.
Oh,
And I can do my hand wraps in the red.
yes. Yes, you could.
There we go.
See, now you just gave away your costume.
I already discussed my costume before. I already said what it was going to be.
So anyways, we will see you guys in 2 weeks.
Yes. But we
Social
also have to
media
talk about our
stuff.
social media. We haven't done this in like a
I
month
know,
and
I
a
was
half.
wait-
I have no idea what's
I was
happening.
trying to...
I thought you were just ending it, and we were just gonna be like,
No.
I was waiting for you to say happy crafting, but okay. Anyway, we are on social media. We each have our own Instagram accounts. Mine is PearlyGirl75, and Sandy's is.
Knits and Bits.
And we also have a Twitter that is Two Crafty Stitches, where we post that we're recording or that episodes have been recorded. And in addition to that, we also have our show up on YouTube and a link to it on our blog, which is twocraftystitches.wordpress.com.
Perfect.
There we
Without
go.
notes and everything.
I know.
So you guys, happy crafting.
Bye.